It's week 7 of the NFL, and we've got the Dolphins' superstar wide receiver. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten up to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in week 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Throwing on their first play. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Well, Brock, they haven't been immune to the injury bug this season, but somehow, someway, their losses on the depth chart have yet to lead to a loss on the field.
Yeah, and to me, Kate, this is really two things. This is good coaching and great attitude. They've stayed level-headed, and they've refused to panic whenever someone's gone down. That next man up mentality.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Pass play now. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off to the back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They give it to him again. And he'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Give now to the running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Potential grounding. Offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and goal. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bengals and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now it's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He'll throw it. Stays it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. They'll throw on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down at the 16 after a small gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. He's going to throw this one. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Miami in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Moving 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. They bring their tight end left. 2nd and 3. Finds his man over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. from the 47. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. This is Ford, and he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return makes it up to the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Ford. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Dolphins with a chance to add to their lead. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. This time it's a passing play. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They are throwing it again. It's complete to Ford. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Lining up now to try the extra point.
Let me tell you, man, I'm really liking how my team's shaping up. I just hope cap-wise I can keep this going. I just keep having to kind of restart my team, but I'm really liking my players. I love Ford as far as like a scat back, and when the rookie comes back, I'm just going to be pounding, dude. I mean, this is going to be... These new receivers just feel so much better than Thomas did. I know they're lower rated, but man, they feel like they're better players. And I've got Wilkins shored up. I'm getting him more involved. I think this is going to be
inside the 30.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun. The next year or two is going to be really cool.
They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing now from the gun. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throw on 3rd down. It is caught left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll get it up. So we've reached halftime down here in Miami. The Dolphins have the lead. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. Blast through midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. They send a tight end in motion. They'll throw on 1st. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. Pass it down close. And in for the Miami touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big...
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look...
The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. On 2nd and about a yard. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins grow the lead coming out at halftime. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. From the 34. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To the air, 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll motion a tight end left. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. And a big hit on the return to So no return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking slant route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They've got a man in motion. From the 43. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That's going to be caught by Everett. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now from the gun. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 23. Flushed out. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The back grabs it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delayed game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down. Second down.
Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Ford running to the right. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another one for Ford. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. A give up the middle to Ford. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Ford straight ahead. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Oh, he gets it back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Goal to go, it's a pass play. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Here's a throw. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah. Certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Dropping back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 4. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. Well, Coach clearly not happy with the call on the field, so the Dolphins are going to throw out that red flag. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Burks coming in motion right. They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it again. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got Everett, and it's complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. From the 18 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Bengals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. The throw is caught.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Caught near the pylon. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Dolphins get on that football. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. All set up now for 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. Has a big hole left. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one splits the uprights, and the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 10 now. He's got it over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. It is cut left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here he is on 3rd and long. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Sometimes these defenders, well, they'll show up in highlight films on the wrong side of it, burned on the deep ball. But other times, when they're able to make the play, and that was a big-time play, they could steal their possession and set up their offense for success.
The Dolphins and this running back headed back out for a new series. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So they take a knee here, and they say perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.